Hello Divination and welcome. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to download, install and customize our free header and footer template for Divi's PR firm layout pack. This is the final result we're aiming to achieve. So without wasting a lot of time, let's dive in and let's get started. All right, so the first thing we're going to do here is to go to this post, which I've linked to in the show notes below. So once you get to this post, you want to scroll down until you get this area here, which says check out the PR firm global header and footer template below. So you want to click here in order for you to download it. And then here is where you want to add your email address. Next, you want to click on download the files. And now you can see that the file has downloaded here on my computer. Now the thing is, this file is going to be a zipped folder, so you need to unzip it. So I'm going to click here, show in Finder, and then I'm going to find this on my computer. Okay, so here it is. I'm going to double click on it, and this is going to unzip this. And then if I go into this folder, this is the file that we need for our header and footer template. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to push this to the side for now. And then I'm going to go to my website and get started. And now I'm in my dashboard. Next, I am going to now go to Divi Theme Builder. Now, before I can go in and set up everything, I just want to show you what the site looks like right now in terms of the header and footer. So if I come over here, you can see we have this basic header here. And we don't even have a footer at all. We just have this little bar here at the bottom. Okay, so in order for us to install, we want to come over here to these two arrows. Click here, and then next you want to click on import. And then you know that file we unzipped? It is right here. All I have to do now is just to drag it into position here. Or you can just click here and navigate to the folder and then upload it that way. Okay, so I'm going to click now import. And this now is going to import our header and footer template. Okay, great. So now that it's installed, if I click here on save changes and then I come over here to our site and then refresh, we should see a difference now. And sure enough, here you can see we have this hamburger here. If we click on it, it shows our links here. And if you close it, it just pretty much gives you enough space here on your site. And then over here on the right is where you have your logo. Now, what I'm going to do now is just scroll all the way down so you can see the footer. And sure enough, we have our services, company, extra info, and we also have this beautiful part here of our site. Okay, so let's say you want to make changes to this. How do you do it? So this is what I need to show you now. So I'm going to come over here and then let's start off with our global header. So I'm going to click on this pencil icon here. This is going to take us into the builder where we can make our changes. Okay, so right now we're in the builder. So we are going to start off with the links. So to customize the links, you want to click here on this gear icon. And as you can see, these are text modules. So all these are text modules. You need to go into every single one of them and make changes to that. Okay, so if you want to link them, you want to highlight it first, click on the chain icon, and then you want to add your URL just like that. Okay, click OK. And now that has become hyperlinked. The other way to do it is to just come over here to link, and then you can just paste it in here. And that's another way you could do it as well. So I'm going to save that. Now let's go on to the social media icons, because pretty much all these links here can be customized the same way. So let's go to our social media icons. So I'm going to click on this gear icon, and now I'm in my social media follow settings. So here right now we have Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn. So you want to go into this gear icon and set your link. So I'm going to click here on link, and this is where you need to add it. Okay. So right now I'm just adding a blank link. But of course, in your case, you want to make sure you link it to your pages. Okay, so that's how you do it. Now, let's say you want to add more. All you have to do is to come over here and click on duplicate. And then all you need to do is to click on the gear icon to go into the settings. And then on this drop down, you can then choose which one you want. So in this case, I'm going to go with Instagram. So you can see it still has the same style, which is pretty cool. And then you want to come over here and add your link. All right, so pretty much that's what you need to do here on the social media follow icons. I am going to save now and save one more time. Next, let's take a look at what is happening here with our logo all the way to the top. So I'm going to click on this gear icon, and this is going to take us into our image settings. So this is where you get to set your logo. So I'm going to click here, and this is going to open up our media library. So this is where you can choose your logo. And if you don't have it in your media library, you want to click here on upload files. Click on select files, and this is going to open up your folders, and this is where you can choose where your logo is. And then once you click on add, this logo is then added. Okay, so let's say you've added it. How do you add the link? So in terms of the link, you want to come over here to link, and then you can just link this to the home page because this is the main logo. So you can go here in dynamic link, and then you can say homepage link. Okay, so every time someone clicks this, it's going to take you to the home page. All right, so that's how you change that logo. I'm going to save this. Okay, so the next step now is to take a look at the other content that we have here. So I'm going to click here to expand these settings. Next, I'm going to click on the layers because some of our layers here are hidden. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to open these so I can see what I'm working on. So it looks like this is the section that we need to work on. Okay, so I'm going to click here and go into the section settings, go to the background, and this is where we have this image right here. So in your case, if you want to change this image and add your own, this is where you add it. So I'm going to click here, media library, and you could go with your own image. So let's say you want to go with this one here. If you click upload image, you can see there it has changed right away. Okay, so that's one way you could do that. And let's say you want to change the gradient colors. This is where you would come and change your gradient colors. So for now, let's go with maybe this color here. And for our second color, we're going to go with this. So you can see how easy it is to go in and make changes to this image and the style that you have here on the header area. Okay, so that's how you do it. All right, so pretty much this is how you customize your header. And notice that we also have some of the image here going through on these icons. All right, so pretty much that's how you do it. So I am going to now close out of here. I'm not going to save this. So I am going to discard and exit. Next, let's take a look at the footer. So I'm going to click on this pencil icon. So again, this is going to take us into the builder where we can go in and start making changes. So let's start off with the colors here that we have in the background. So I'm going to click here on this gear icon to go into our row settings. Okay, so in our row settings here, we can go to background, and here we can see our dominant color. We can go in and change it to whatever color that works with our branding. Okay, so I'm not going to make any changes here, so I'm going to close out of here. Next, we're going to take a look at all these links and how we can change them. So this one here says services. Let's say you want to change this to something else. So I'm going to click here on this gear icon. And this is going to take us into the text settings. So instead of services, you can change this to global, and you can see it's changing in real time. And then if you want to save that, you can just save. And then over here, we also have these links. And just like in the header, all you have to do is to come over here and add your links just like that. And you have to do this to each and every one of these. And changing those links or the titles of those links is quite straightforward. You can just go back in here, and then you can just highlight it, delete it, and add some more info. Okay, so now I've just changed this to consumer info, and you can also change the fonts if you wanted to. So you click on this pencil icon here, it's going to take you to your text, and you can change your font here to say Poppins, for example. Okay, so that's how you make changes to these links. Next, over here, we have the social media links one more time. And again, you can change these the same way that we did before. So you can come over here, click on this little gear icon. It's going to take you into Twitter, and then you can add your link over here, just like that. And if you wanted to add another one, just duplicate it like that. And then you want to click on this gear icon, click on the drop down, and then you can choose the one you want. So as you can see, it's pretty straightforward to add these social media links. Next, we also have the footer one more time, and this is just an image. And just like what we did before, you just want to click here and then look for your logo. Now let's take a look at the bottom part here. So what I'm going to do is to go into the module setting, and this one here is a text setting. So you can see 2020 copyright company. So I'm just going to say for the company here, Mac Media. Yeah, so Mac Media Ltd. So if you want to save it, you can just save that. And then you can also do the same here. This is just text, so you can just go in here and change the text as well. And if you want to change the fonts, you can just come over here to design, text, and then you change the default font here to the font you want. So now you can see I've changed this to Poppins. Okay, I'm going to close out of here. And also one more time, this image that we have in the background, we can also change that. So let me just expand this so I can really target it. Okay, so I can see here I have 2 rows. So what I'm going to do is to go into the row settings. And then over here on the background, again, we can see we have the color here. And this is where you'd make your changes. So as you can see, this is quite easy to go in and customize. But the most important thing is you want to make sure you change your colors and fonts so that you match your company branding. Okay. So I'm going to exit out of here, save all changes. And then over here now, if we refresh this, this becomes our updated version. So as you can see here, my fonts are showing. And then when we scroll down, we also have the footer. So there you have it. Thank you all for watching. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and do follow us on our social media platforms. By doing so, you'll be notified every time we release new tutorials. Until next time, thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.